Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing good. Hi, Goose. Yeah, I'm doing sprints early today because I have a dentist appointment later, and I wanted to be able to get in a full session of sprintos without running out of time. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. Also, hi, Ryan. I do not speak Latin. I do say amiche, though. I know what that means. Let's see. I am currently working on going through and rewriting this thing called Appetite. It was something that I published a while ago, and I think it had good heart, but it did not do what I needed it to do, so it kind of suffered from like what I would call like one pale reflection syndrome, where it was just kind of bad. But it was just because I was a new writer and I didn't know what was going on. So Appetite is a fairy tale retelling of the Grimm brothers' fairy tale, The Little Brother and Sister, but it is a soft science fiction, futurist, contemporary retelling that has a lot to do with drug addiction and nightlife and extremist capitalist systems. So, that's what we're working with today. Oh, we got a hella long sprint. It's longer than usual. Hello? Why do you... Yes? What is Anime Dora? What are you? What are you? There we go. Okay, I fixed it. Okay. Oh yeah, you can ask for help on art. Always. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. I'm getting my sprints set up. I got a new timer. So that's cool. Working on my short story. Just thinking about my story instead of writing the classic problem. Yeah, I'm definitely very excited to work on this again. I posted a character I'm working on, and I need help with boots. I see. What specifically do you need help with? Is it a color thing? Is it like an accessory thing? I do like the color scheme of this character overall, though. If it was me and I was tackling it from a character design standpoint, I'd do the exact same color as the belt. I like to do repeated leather through my designs, though, so that's just me. So if like a character has one color leather in one spot, I typically put the same color in the other spot. But that is what I would do. But it looks nice, though. I like the pastel color scheme on it. It reminds me a lot of like 80s anime. See, I'm trying to think of what else was going on. Mostly just got back from Greece and trying to get working on new stuff. We're like 80% of our way to being able to leave this hellscape of a country, and I also just got word today that I, thank God, am going to be getting an internship at a magazine. I think. I don't know for sure yet, and so like all the details aren't sorted out, but like I think it's more of a how much can they pay me and how much time can I take up versus like a no, you're not going to get the job. So they just have to figure out what my maximum hours are before they can say, yes, I got the job, which is great. So now I don't have to go work at Michael's because fuck that shit. Awful. So that's been an exciting aspect of my morning. I definitely am very excited about that. But I will say though, for those of you who are checking out the screen and watching stuff, um, be aware that this particular novel does have adult content in it. There's not really sexual content, but it's a lot of like drug abuse and drug use. So if you're uncomfortable looking at that, that is totally okay. And I'll only be working on that today. So tomorrow is back to art if you want to check that out instead. Otherwise, in terms of other announcements, I'm still looking to fill up slots for editing and commissions. So if you have any art commissions that you want to throw my way, or if you need any editing done, or even like alpha reading, beta reading, manuscript evaluation, that kind of stuff done on your work, please let me know. And if you have any questions about what those are, I can always answer them. All of my services are listed on my website, and you can check that out depending on what you need. And then, I'm always willing to work with payment plans and things like that to try and keep people in a place of affordability because shit is expensive. So, let me know. I have 3 slots open right now, and I would love to fill them, whether with commissions or with writing stuff, if you have the option. And if not, if you want to give my stuff a share to somebody who you think might be interested, that would be also very dope too. But that being said, let's test out this new timer. It's so cute, and I love it. It's very rainy, and I dig it. And let's get started on this sprint. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this one. Try and hammer through more editing and get to a point where I'm going to be writing and transcribing. So I will see you all on the other side of this 26-minute sprint. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you soon. Okay, not to jump scare anybody, but I got the timer working again. Hi, Meow Meow. We're working on sprints. So, for those of you who are new here, there's 8 minutes left in the timer. So, effectively, sprints are productivity timers. So, we'll be working for 8 more minutes, and then I'll come back into the stream and chat. So, feel free to hang out for 8 minutes, work on what you need to do. We're working on writing right now, and then if you want to pop back in about 8 minutes or so, then we'll be hanging out and chatting about what we worked on and what we got done. If you want to listen to music, I'm also live over on Twitch, and Twitch has music. YouTube does not allow me to play music, so feel free to pop over there if you'd like. But otherwise, I'm going to keep working on writing, and I will see you in about 7-ish minutes or so. But thank you so much for popping into the stream. I'm a writer currently working on science fiction. So feel free to chat about your projects or what you've got going on. If you like to write or create art, let me know, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Petsy. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We're currently in the middle of a sprint, and we'll be in for about 6 more minutes. So if you want to hang around for 6 minutes, we're going to be just vibing and working on some writing. So hopefully I'll chat with you in about 6 minutes, and I'll see you soon. Hey Kendrick, hope you're doing great. Everybody else has kind of been given the same spiel, but we're currently working on sprints right now, so we are currently writing some science fiction here in the chat. So if you want to hang out, we've got a timer going for productivity time. So if you want to work on art, work on writing, feel free to do so, and I'll be back to chat in about 2 minutes. See you then. All right, that's it. Our magical timer went off. That was so pleasing. That was such a pleasing sound. How is everyone? Thank you so much for Meow Meow and Petsy Rar, and also for McKendrick for stopping in over on the YouTube side. Hello and welcome. How did everybody do? Did you get some work done? I ended up having to open up the timer in a different browser because it tried to kill itself. It was really, really sad. But we are okay. I think we're fine. Okay. I read some of a book. Hey, Euphoria. I'm glad. That sounds like a good use of some productivity time. I managed to make it through all of the editing, and now I'm actually back into catching up and rewriting the actual document. So, starting now, I can actually start to change things and make it not suck. So that's where we are at. Let's see. I've been putting in the shadows. Very nice, very nice. Shading is good. My CPAP machine woke me up and I wasn't able to go back to sleep, hence why I am awake and here. Oh, that is the worst. Well, welcome to the land of the living. Is Art Fight fun? I've heard about it, but I'm not good enough to do it. I personally like it. This is my first year doing it. Normally I do paid commissions only, so it's been just a different kind of switch up for me to do like something like Art Fight. Normally I don't have the time. I've been like a full-time grad student. I also am a part-time adjunct instructor. I teach art for a living to college students. I also work a bunch of contract jobs, so normally like my plate is way too full to do it, but I definitely want to produce as high quality of art for people as I possibly can when I do make it. So it's been really refreshing for me to be able to actually go in and make good stuff. This was the last art fight that I did for Riddle. Riddle hangs out on stream over on the YouTubes sometimes. So I've been having a lot of fun. Yeah, art fight is good for shaking things up. I agree. And then also too, it's like it's really nice to not be able to predict which like characters you're going to be able to do or which or you're going to get in return. And honestly, that's like the coolest thing about it is getting art of your characters and seeing other people's interpretation of them. So for me as a writer and for me as a visual developer, like it's always such an honor to receive gift art of my stuff or fan art of my stuff. Art trades the game. Yeah, that's definitely like the best way that I would describe it as well. So effectively, Rhyme, the way that it works is that people are assigned random teams. So I'm on Team Crystals, for example. And then your goal is to get the most points for your team. The way you get points is by doing art of other people's characters. So you go find somebody on the other team, you do art of their character, and the more complicated you make your artwork, the more points you get. So, for example, I think that one I got like 44 points. So, hooray! Pretty good there. And then, so on and so forth until the end of the month. It is only for like 1 month. So then what they can do is if you draw their character, they can like effectively, quote, attack you back by drawing your characters and so on and so forth. So it's effectively just a bunch of art trades with monetized incentive. And by monetized, I mean you get points. And also they have really cool stickers too. But I really do like it. I just like doing art for other people, which is why I'm a commissioned artist, like a commissioned artist for work. I really enjoy being able to bring other people's creations to life, especially if they don't have the skill to do it themselves, you know? So I think it's pretty fun. I like it. Also, too, the community is really, really, really nice. So that's pretty neat. I'm gonna go see if I got any more attacks. I don't think so. Yeah, I know like 0 people, so like right now I only have like 1 attack to finish and then that's it. And then I have to go and seek out other people to attack. So it definitely incentivizes you to go and have fun and draw other people's stuff. And it's also good practice for me too. Oh, thank you, Aqua. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, no pressure on anybody ever. I'm just over here kind of vibing. Hopefully when things pick up with this magazine job that I potentially have got now, that'll be a lot easier for me and I'll be significantly less stressed out. Ooh, also, everybody should hydrate with whatever beverage of your choice is. So, coffee, soda, tea, water, a milkshake, anything is totally fine. Also, sit up, posture check. Be sure to not shrimp. Also, hi James, how you doing? I'm also participating, though I kind of regret doing it because work has been mentally draining. Yeah, it's a lot of work. To me, honestly, like, I know some people are like, yeah, I got like 30 attacks in and it was crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's really cool and that's awesome that you're able to do effectively a piece of art every day, the whole month, sometimes 2 pieces of art a day. But like most people, like, I feel like it's an achievement if you can get 1 done, you know? So pacing yourself is really important, though. That's definitely the reason why I have not been doing it before this year, because I straight up just did not have the time. But I need to actually go and get water, or maybe is Jace done? When Jace gets done, I'm going to ask him for some tea. Oh yeah, I fell back asleep listening to music while y'all were writing. You know what? Honestly, that just means that I got soothing music. This is my Discover Weekly, so I do not know any of these artists. These are all new. Never heard of these people. Sounds tough. It is a little tough. If you're not used to the workload, it can be really difficult. Yeah, I think for me, because I do art for a living and deadlines are a huge part of what I do, I'm like, all right, time to hammer out the thing, and it's like not so bad. But if you're doing that and juggling school and juggling work and trying to also like stay sane and make dinner and clean your apartment, like all that other stuff, it definitely becomes a full-time job. It can be really, really stressful. Hey, I got one attack in, so I'm happy. Yeah, seriously, that's an achievement. That's awesome. Oh, nice. I might write a poem during this next sprint. I've written like 7 in the last few days. That is very exciting. Many balls to juggle, truly. Too many. Too many damn balls. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for our next productivity sprint. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Roll the dice. Eh, eh, eh. Go. Okay, kind of shorter. Also, I wanted to say thank you to the newest subscriber on my YouTube, who is named Tony. Tony Sikatko? Question mark? I don't know how to say that last name, so I am sorry if I butchered that, but thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. I do appreciate that. Alright, so now I gotta go over here, and we're gonna go into the timer, and we're gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like this. Like this, and close this, refresh. Okay, great. That worked exactly like I needed it to. What is your YouTube username? It is Tycho underscore Dorian, just like on my Twitch. So here is the link to that in the Twitch chat if you're interested in checking it out. I am 10 subscribers away from hitting 500, which is the minimum for like, or at least minimum subs for YouTube monetization. I still have to get my viewer count and stuff up, but that's a huge achievement because like I was sitting at like under 100 subs for like 40 million years. So the fact that I'm at 500 subs is pretty impressive for me. Oh, thank you for that subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. Sometimes the thing does not update on the screen, but I see you and I appreciate you. Yeah, I feel like posting all of my TikTok content has been insanely helpful over on YouTube. That helped a lot. Oh, thanks for the follow on Art Fight, James. That's awesome. You all are so nice to me. You're so nice. Okay, so that being said, though, let's go ahead and keep working. And then we can work on another little sprinty sprint. And let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to keep on writing. So, yeah, people's attention spans are shrinking. They like the shorts. Yes, I've definitely had way better luck with posting shorts than long form content, but I wasn't really getting any subs with my long form content at all. And this was like before shorts, really. I was posting a lot of like art creation videos and they just did not do very well. So hopefully posting short form content is helpful. So it's been at least helpful for me. Also, hi, Cal. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome, welcome. The only thing I'd be posting is Dr. Pepper and photography. That's all you need. What do you mean? So in other words, all the right content. All right. Well, tell me what you're working on in the chat while we're doing this next sprint. I'll be back in about 18-ish minutes to get this going. I'm gonna put rain sounds on. I'm gonna do rain sounds. Can y'all hear? Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to go away for just a second, but don't freak out. I'm doing this intentionally. We're okay. Okay, how is the rain sound? Is the rain too loud? How is that? Are the rain sounds obnoxious? Do we like the rain sounds? Ha! He's gone. Fire and pitchforks. Oh no. Uh-oh. Author just put the wildest thing in their book. Like, what a hot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Well, enjoy the rain sounds. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'll see you all in just a bit, and I will see you soon. Oh, yeah, cool. I'm glad you can hear it, Meow Meow. That's nice. It's not loud. Okay, let me know if on your end, Meow Meow, on YouTube, if you need more sounds. If it needs to be a little bit louder or if it needs to be quieter, and I can definitely adjust, because you guys don't get the music over there because YouTube's copyright control is insane, unfortunately. But yeah, let me know if it sounds okay. Oh, and then we'll check out the final, let's see, Zani before we go. Oh yeah, looking good. I like the shadows. I like it. It's very nice. It looks like this should be in, like, old school Fire Emblem. It's very, very cool. I do dig it. I do like it. Thank you for sharing your art. Love that. Oh, is this Moon Hooch? Do we got some Moon Hooch? And Sasquatch all in one track? Whoa. Okay, on that note, here we go. Enjoy your sprint. All right, all done with that sprint. How did we do? Let's see. I wrote... $890 words. This is like the hardest part of this story because this kid has just realized that he's effectively become irreversibly addicted to a hyper expensive street drug and has no ability to get off of it without dying, and also has no money to be able to pay for said street drug, so effectively he has to now sell his soul to the guy who makes it in order to be able to live. So that's not great. Also, hi Ava. I'm doing okay. Very tired for, I don't know, because of like coming back from vacation and all that other stuff. But I'm doing okay. It could be worse. Trying to get through today and just hang out. Oh, I can turn off the rain sounds. We also have access to ocean, bustling cafe, airplane, and exam hall because that's not stressful. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Tee. Also, hi James, welcome into stream. Thank you for boiling my tea. Good job writing that poem. That's awesome. That's awesome. 250 words ain't bad, though. Sometimes short and sweet is not a bad thing for poems. Awesome. Yeah, make sure if it explores mature themes just to censor it. You can do that with like if you hold shift and then it's like the backslash button, I think, you get the like censorship bar thing. So yeah, just make sure to censor it. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, you do 2 of those before and 2 of those after, and it'll black out your text. But thank you for labeling it with mature themes in there, too. I appreciate that a lot. I can't be an addict. I can't afford to be an addict. True. Brother has literally $3 in his pocket. I'm not even joking. Street drugs and souls. Is the people's souls the actual drug? People scream in pain as others addicted to said souls, constantly abusing them? Not in this case. No, this guy just created a fucking horrendous designer drug. Yeah, exactly like that, Ava. Yep, that's how you censor things in Discord, fun fact. It's pretty sweet. It's a very useful tool. Especially if you're just talking about, like, harder topics. Radical, truly. Awesome. Thanks, Aqua. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm doing okay. I might have gotten word from an editorial magazine that they are looking for paid interns, which is great because even though I definitely have more experience than a standard intern, I don't need to be working full time for them, so I will gladly work part time for $20 an hour if it means that I don't have to go work at Michael's. So I will definitely take that. I haven't heard back from them yet, but it will hopefully come around soon. Tiki Mode is so damn cute. Isn't he so good? Shout out to Lear the Witch for drawing an absolute banger of a PNG tuber for me because they're the best. Atari's antenna move when he is excited. He moves them around like a little satellite dish. Yeah, 20, like, well, retail, believe it or not, the retail jobs are less than $20 an hour. Believe it, or yeah, it's like in Denver you can get a job at Michael's for $20 an hour, but in Aurora it's 14. So it's like it's so stupid. Yeah, and I'm making effectively anywhere between right now like $28 and $65 an hour. So I'm like I'm not going to subject myself to any less than that. Like that would be so lame. So lame. True, Aurora is Aurora though. Yeah, the problem is that their minimum wage hasn't kept up with Denver, even though living in Aurora is just as expensive as living in Denver. Like no joke, I literally used to live a block away from where I do now and the rent was the same. So, the only difference is that they have like a $15 an hour minimum wage and Denver has I think it's like a $20 an hour minimum wage. So, ultimately working in Denver is better if you can get it because it's like even Michael's stores that are the same distance from me have wildly different wages. Oh, it's a time for a tarot. It's tarot time. Make heck to that. Yeah, for real though. All right. Let's get some good old tarot time in here. Yeah, 20 is great. 20 is on the low end. But like I would rather do that than work retail. As long as I can make some extra cash eroding, I'm good to go. And working for an LGBT magazine actually has purpose. Yeah, exactly. It's a writing job. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Sorry, I only went ooh because something fell out of the deck, and that's normally a sign of stuff. This is a really pretty piece. All right, let's see. Okay, so you might be asking about some kind of stability, or thinking about that kind of stability, or wondering if things that you're doing will pay out. I think is mostly the main question. Yeah, mostly worried about whether or not what you're doing is the right thing to be doing. Right now, you're feeling a little bit gross about the whole situation, though. But one thing that you can do is if you feel like you're kind of stuck, because you know what you want, you know how to get it. And again, this might relate to finances, but it doesn't necessarily have to relate to finances. It could be like career stuff all in all. The whole thing, you might just need to take a step back and like think about it from a different perspective. Was that for a 3-card reading? It was. Yeah, it was. So your past card is 6 of Pentacles, and then your present card is 4 of Cups. Both of those are upright. When I think about like 4 of Cups, it's like I think you've been trying to do too much. So it may be that you're like trying to push too hard, and now you're just kind of making yourself sick doing it. So it might be a good idea to just like step back and just like not worry about it. And the resolution is going to take a really, really long time. Your final card is the World reversed inverted. Or yeah, the World inverted. And Major Arcana cards just like they tend to be very, very slow. So this is not something that's going to resolve itself very quickly. But what you can do to protect yourself is to just focus on just you. You've been spending a lot of time trusting other people and trusting that they're going to have the situation figured out, and that's very clearly not been the case. So don't worry about that. And engage in some self-care. Take some time to have some fun. Seek personal happiness. They'll be worth, like, the resolution will be fine when it does come. But, like, just, give yourself a breather. It's like the put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on other people thing. Like, you can only do so much for other people if they're unwilling to accept help. And if you're a natural mediator, that's where you like to shine. But in this particular case, if people are refusing to accept help, it's always better to just kind of like take a break, you know? And yeah, you can share the link to the magazine if you want, especially if you're an LGBT person in the stream as well. They are an LGBT magazine. They are the oldest, or one of the oldest LGBT magazines running currently in the country. So if you want to keep up on like queer news, queer fashion, queer art, that's like ultimately the magazine itself is a great place to do that. Even if I don't get a job with them, like, it's just a cool magazine. Oh, Aqua, actually, I don't know if this would be an option for you. I think you'd have to wait until you were 18. But they are constantly looking for photographers as interns as well. So you might want to like keep that website in your back pocket because you might have some benefit from that as well. You do not have to be LGBT to work there. You just have to not be homophobic. Like... Yeah, check out their careers page on their website. You just shared the link. Yep, just don't be a dweeb. Don't be a little weenie boo-boo head. That's the secret. Oh, hey, cool. Yeah, see, so you fit right in. You're perfect. Perfecto. Yeah, so I'm sure that, like, I don't know what the age minimum is for their internships. They didn't list that, so if you are interested, you may have to commute up to the Denver office, which is why I ask. So if you are interested, I would send them an email and ask if it's a possibility to work remotely, because you're not in Denver, but they may have some stuff for you. Oh, thank you. Can I have some? Did you put some honeys in there? Oh, thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Jace. Jace got me some tea. Okay, cool. Oh, he put a lot of honey in it. It's delicious. Yeah, I got a hibiscus jasmine tea, and it's very good. And it's with the honey that we got in Greece. And we have to finish the honey before the next full moon, because that is what the honeymoon is. So you have to eat the honey before the moon. So I'm going to enjoy this tea because it is delicious, and I do love it. And we can get started on this next sprint. So let me know what you all are working on and how it's going over there. I wish I had a boyfriend. Oh no, Rhyme. One day. It's most likely 18 plus. I see. Yeah, feel free to reach out if you have any questions, because at minimum, the editor-in-chief, she was really, really nice. So the worst that she can tell you is no. If you don't, all honey will become living slimes. I mean... Hi, Sad Ghost. How are you? We were just about to get into another sprint. I don't know if you're familiar with sprint-based streams, but effectively we hang out and work in on personal projects. For me, I'm working on writing my next novel, which is a science fiction retelling of a grim fairy tale, and it's been going super well so far. But you can work on any kind of projects that you want. You can study for school, you can write, you can work on like work, you can do art. But welcome on in. We're getting ready to start like a 22-minute like work stint. You come around here often? Dobby's weird knees. Yeah, you can nap. It's true. Yeah, read books. Whatever works for you. So let me go turn on... Okay, so this time, we're going to have to figure out what nice sounds we like. I'm going to turn on Bustling Cafe. I don't know if I hear... Cafe sounds suck. The rain sounds are better. That's what I'm deciding. Oh, I hear the cafe sounds. I'll do Rainy Cafe. That's fine. Rainy Cafe is good. So you should hopefully hear Rainy Cafe over there. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you have any questions, please let me know for the next like 22 minutes or so while we're working. Otherwise, I will see you at the end of 22 minutes and we can talk about what we got done. So see you all soon. All right, all done. How did everybody do? Let's see. Just tired. Let's see. Oh, done. 52 art fight attacks. Whoa, Ghost, if you're still here, holy moly! That's that's so much art fight. That is so impressive, though. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I have done 1. Don't hate on Dobby's weirdo knees. I do love his knees. His knees and my knees are the same. Let's see. It occurs to me that the main character in this book is extra screwed in regards to his addiction. It's not like he can go to the hospital to get treated according to Silas. So, an illegal drug with no rehab program just dooms people to a perpetual loop of it while they hide themselves away and eschew hospitals dying when they could have gotten help. Is this political commentary? I'm doing the butterfly meme with that. Yep, yes it is. That is literally the whole point of this entire book, is talking about homelessness and addiction, and how we ostracize people for getting into situations that typically they can't control. To make matters worse in this particular universe that I'm writing, there's also a hyper-militarized anti-drug force called the Greyhounds, and their whole job is to suss out people who are on drugs and then, quote, take care of them, most likely by putting them into prisons. So nobody really gets any rehab therapy. It's just effectively you are put into prison for even just being in possession or being on the drug. And it is really bad. It's really not great. And then even worse, there are a bunch of wealthy people, of course, addicted to this substance too. And they don't get punished for it, obviously, because they're very wealthy. So there you go. Also, good job doing that sketch. Good job. And finished editing chapter 8. Very nice. I have just been playing Minecraft, but is that not joy, Cal? What you doing in Minecraft? You making shit? You running around? My main character, Rowan, one of his past lives, or his name is Silas. Yeah, Silas is definitely not this guy's name at all. This guy has like 18 aliases. This dude has dodged the police many a time. Ooh, Frosted Flakes are delicious, though. Silas is the maker of the drug. Yes, he used to be very, very, very good in biochem, and he is the original designer of this designer drug. He was trying to get it to be a, muscular rehabilitation drug, and then realized very quickly that it was hyper addictive and had too many side effects, so then decided to start selling it as a street drug, and then became obnoxiously wealthy, because not only were small people willing to pay a lot of money for it, but also too the very wealthy realized that they could effectively use the drug to get instant BBLs and shit, and that made him a shitload of money. And since this person got addicted to it, he's making them work at his nightclub to pay for it. Yep. Drug dealers getting their victims addicted to drugs to sex traffic them is a tale as old as time. Yep, and it makes it even worse because it's effectively Fawn and his younger sister, and Kaylee is underage, so she is not even a legal adult, and she's thankfully Silas at least has some class, and he's not making her do anything super gross. She's just the cover girl for the club. She's not even a go-go dancer or anything. She just literally stands at the front of the club and checks people in, and cashes them out for hookah and shit like that. And Fawn right now, because he's so physically incapacitated because of his body having severe whiplash from this drug, the best he can do is toaster oven mozzarella sticks. So that's kind of where he's at right now. But he's slowly discovering that this drug is interacting with his system in a different way than most others, or at least Silas has made that very clear that that's kind of what is happening to him. So somehow Fawn is not dead. He should be dead. For context, his drug blood content is at 0.6%, which is normally for alcohol, for example, if you're at a 0.3, you're dead. Anything higher than a 0.3 will literally kill you. So Fawn should not be alive. He does not know how he is alive. Um, so now the question is can he figure out how to get out of this situation without dying? So we will see. I already know how this ends because the book is done. It's just about making it less shit from several years ago. I'm glad that you like the idea, though. Thank you, Aqua. That's really, really nice. I would say, in terms of transcribing this thing, I am just less than halfway through for transcription. So, give or take. But I was really inspired by one. I really like the Grimm Brothers fairy tales, and I really like the Little Brother and Sister a lot. It's a really cool fairy tale about abuse, and I really like that. But I also was really inspired by my dad's battle with opioid addiction, because he was forced effectively to be addicted to opioids by his own doctors. So he definitely did not go and seek it out on the street or anything. And then his doctors got him addicted to it, and then he was like mondo addicted to it, to the point where if he didn't get some other kind of alternate treatment, the opioids were going to kill him. And then it turned out that his own doctor was getting high on his own supply and then died from his opioid abuse as well. So that's definitely the core of this particular story, is my experience with that. Yeah, it'll probably be a hot minute before I publish it. As of right now, I'm trying to incorporate querying into my the publishing pipeline that I have, because I used to be so focused on only self-pub, and I want to just try and see if TradPub will help me sell more of my backlist or get my name out there a little bit more. So most likely what will happen is I'll finish this manuscript, I'll get it edited, and then as soon as it's edited, it will also enter the query cycle to try and see if I can get it in there. And then if I can't get it in there, then I'll publish it myself. So we'll kind of see how that goes. He is alive despite it all. Yeah, there is actually a real reason why he ended up surviving this, while other people typically do not. So it's kind of fun. Which Grimm tale? The tale is called The Little Brother and Sister. And it's about a little dude who turns into a deer. Oh, Stream Elements, why? Oh! I am so sorry. Okay, well, here, I'll open it up still, regardless. That was rough. That was rough. Fine, I'll do it myself. No, true, though. Accurate, though. Accurate. Accurate. Yep, it's true. Yeah, so we'll see. Because, I don't know. I need to just save up more money to actually get marketing out there. And then we'll be in a really good spot. I need to have a conversation with my boss currently about how much, his services cost, actually. And effectively, I could pay myself to market my own book, which sounds silly. That sounds silly Billy, but that might be the next best solution. Ain't no way that was 7 years ago. Right, so imagine somebody tells me that movies when I was a kid were 30 years ago. I immediately turned to dust. Okay, that's how this works. All right, so I'm going to jump in and get started on my very last sprint of the day. I'm actually going to make this shorter. Even though I rolled a 28, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. And we're going to do one last good 20-minute sprint before I have to go to the dentist. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back into that, and then hopefully I'll be able to finish up this chapter. We will see. Dentist go Bert. Yeah, right. It'll just be nice and quick. Just a little cleaning, so nothing crazy there. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this, see if we can get some more work done before it's time to go, and I will see you on the other end of this sprinty. Here we go! Hello, hello. Okay, we're back. Let me finish this one last sentence here. Or this last paragraph, and then I'm actually done with this chapter, which is perfect. Okay, there we go. So now I gotta go to 129. So this is actually... There we go. Okay. Coolio. Hydrate. Everybody drink tea or water or everything. Also, hi, Viridian. It's good to see you. Yeah, definitely. This piece is very, very political. So let's see. This was meant to be a muscular regenerative drug. So it's basically like working like steroids for the main character. It does. Steroids is one aspect of it for sure. It also like changes the way that your blood flows through your body and like all sorts of other stuff. Oop! Give a good stretch. Stretch. And a posture check. We got a self-care combo. Don't be shrimping. Yeah, it does a lot for you, but definitely muscular regeneration was the primary focus. Pulitzer Prize soon. Oh my god, Viridian, that would be so nice. I can't even imagine if I won like a Hugo Award or something. I'd literally throw up. The copium is steep in this man to make his death drug into some moral high ground. I think what makes Silas the worst is that he has been so slighted by society that he no longer gives a singular shit. Like, his morality is in the grave. He just does not really care about other people around him. And, like, if you were to ask him, like, why do you do what you do? He would be like, I'm fucking for money. And it's like, oh, that is really unfortunate because it would have been, like, extra ideal if you were not like that. So, unfortunately, he is just a horrible, horrible person. Also, hey, finished editing chapter 9. Very nice, very nice. That's awesome. Sounds like you're making a lot of progress. I hope you enjoy Minecraft. I wonder why he's telling the main character all this. Is he that cocky that he has all the power in the dynamic, or it doesn't matter that the MC knows is it a power trip? You know, true. The answer, yes. Yeah, Silas doesn't care. Because, like, I think in his brain, it's like, if Fawn decides that he's going to go tell anybody, the Greyhounds get him and he dies. And he's definitely dodged leakers before, but I think he knows that Fawn is so afraid of death that he wouldn't go and spill. And then, even if he does live long enough to, like, do any damage, he's going to be dead in the next 15 minutes anyway, probably. Tee-hee! I'm already in tee-hee! I can't tee-hee harder! I'm trying! Oh no! Canada Post has a looming strike happening, meaning if I bought the new computer, it wouldn't ship to me. That's so cursed! No! Okay, well, I hope that maybe it works out and that, you're able to get it to you. Silas is the worst. Yep, he's one hell of a villain. He's definitely a piece of shit. What's crazy is that he's not even the biggest piece of shit in this whole book. He's actually, like, relatively nice comparatively. He's actually, like, maybe if he were to, like, have a redemption arc, he'd probably be okay. And that says a lot about the people who live in this place. But, that being said, I do have to go, though, because I gotta go to the dentist. I gotta go clean my teeths. So, I'm going to go and do that. Yes. one last ooh before we go. And yeah, I will be seeing you all. Yeah, gotta get them teeth cleaned. So I'll see you all tomorrow. We're gonna be working on Heaven's Equal stuff. So I hope to see you then. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for all of the support, all the people who subbed on YouTube today. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.